Yeah, we should be live. Hey, team, Miles Seeger's coming at you on a Tuesday night. Hey, guys, I want to get right into it. Got a question for you. Before we get into it, folks, and I know we're a little bit late. Not really, guys, not actually late. I am looking at the counter. There's a little counter towards the bottom of my screen, right-hand side. Of you are jumping on. So I figured, well, I'll let them get their popcorn and their soda. You know, movie's already started. It's dark. They're piling in. I'll let them get their refreshments and then we'll get going. So now we're ready to go. But I do have a question for you folks before we get started, guys. Or actually, you know what, folks? I take that back. It's not a question, guys. It's not a question. What's up, team? It's not a question. It's a statement. It's a little tip I want to share with you guys, especially that we're coming upon the holidays. You know how it gets? Those of you in the U.S., by the way, those of you in the U.S., I want to wish all of you a festive and blessed Thanksgiving. Those of you that will be celebrating Thanksgiving. And I know there's also countries that celebrate Thanksgiving outside of the U.S. I know the Caribbean does. I know Canada celebrates the U.S. So happy pre-Thanksgiving. But what I wanted to share with you folks is I wanted to tell you something. You know, the holidays are coming, Thanksgiving a couple days away. Christmas is on the way. Oh, man. Christmas is on the way and New Year's, very exciting. But I want to remind you folks, each and every one of you, listen, team, do not let, you might want to write this down, okay? In fact, if you're driving, pull over. Do not let this mind play tricks with you. I'll say it one more time, team. Do not let your subconscious mind play tricks with you, because it will, guys. It will. And it's always trying to do that. I'll just give you an example, and then we got to move on. Here's an example, guys. The example is, it's the holidays, okay? It's time to slow down and listen. Oh, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like sending that email. I don't feel like sending that email. I don't feel like contacting that prospect. Hold on a second, guys. Look at my tag in the back of my shirt. It's like bothering me. You know, I can slow down. You know, I can slow down during this time of year, and I can feel good about it. I don't feel guilty one bit because everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is going to slow down. They're going to take time off because it's the holidays. And that is, my friends, what your subconscious mind is telling you. Trust me, it is. Because, guys, listen. We're both the same. Yeah. Sonia and I have added a couple more zeros to our bank account over time. But, folks, we're both the same. My subconscious mind is trying its best. It's losing. It's trying its best to play tricks with me also. It's saying, Miles, listen. You used to be in corporate America, and in corporate America around Christmas time, what did you do, Miles? Well, you took 2 weeks off. The authority, they threw the bone at you. They gave you that little bit of meat. You know, they parceled. Well, some people don't get 2 weeks during Christmas. They get a week. And the reason why they get a week, guys, see, guys, I vaguely remember this from corporate America. The reason why they get a week during Christmas is because they got to save the other week for the summer. Am I right, guys? So corporate America is so good to you. They give you 2 full weeks to spend time with your family and friends. So what I'm telling you, team, is listen, your subconscious mind is talking to you. Society's talking to you. You know, your friends and family are talking to you. And I'm not saying not to listen to them, but you, my friends, you have a mission. Listen, you're the kind of person that does the important things when nobody else is looking and nobody else is listening. Am I right, team? Let me see some comments here. Guys, I'm fired up tonight, and even though I'm fired up, we're still going to try to knock this out by like 9:15 because we have a presentation coming up tonight with one of our one of our M3L teams. In fact, guys, that's one of the things I want to talk to you folks tonight about. I want to talk about our M3 lifestyle team, how it's structured, how it's created, where do these Facebook groups come into play, what are these different teams? We're going to talk about that, guys. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that because I want everybody to be clear. Clarity, folks, is one of the secrets, quote, secret, one of the secrets to success. You know, David Wood taught me this many years ago. One of the first things he taught me, and I still have it written down on the card, folks. See, we don't play here. He taught me about clarity. He taught me about focus. But folks, clarity is something that each and every one of you need from day one. If you're not clear as to what we're doing, as a team, why we exist, how is this thing structured? We got the M3L, this team, we got the M3L, that. Guys, it can get pretty confusing. Now, I have to take a step back because I know for me, well, I created all these groups in these teams, so I take it for granted. But I want to make sure that you folks understand what we're doing here, and not just what we're doing here, but how you can leverage what we're doing, folks. That's why we're doing it. You know, I don't wake up and just create a Facebook group just because it sounds good. I could really care less about that. What I am concerned with is building a community around business programs, around programs, businesses, services, and products, whatever, that I know can help people, And I know one of the best ways to do that is by building a community around it where it makes sense. That's why we have the various different groups, but I'm going to break it down for you guys tonight. And I also want to give a heads up because we have we have a very special guest that's going to be joining us. I was going to have him join us like towards the half an hour, like 30 minutes from now. But since we started a little bit late, if he's out there listening, I know he's an hour earlier than me. Like it's 8:17 now. I believe it's 7:17 where he is. So I will probably have him come on 8:15 his time. Okay, 8:15 his time. So he'll know. So anyway, team, listen, guys, listen. I am so pumped and fired up to see all of you. I'll tell you something, guys. There's some amazing things going on in our industry, and it's all good. And I don't need to get into it, folks. You guys know what's up. Everybody's going crazy over Bitcoin. They're selling their cars. They're selling their houses. They're even selling their kids. They get the just kidding, team. No, but I'll tell you, folks, I really believe if some people were able to do that and not get in trouble, they would. And guys, listen, I understand. Sonia and I, we are accumulating Bitcoin as well because, as far as I'm concerned, guys, and this is just my opinion. All right, so don't always go by what I say. This is just my opinion. I believe it's the currency of the future. I believe decentralization is something that should have occurred many years ago. I believe that a lot of bankers are running scared. But you know what's going to happen, folks? Seriously, the banks, they're seeing what's going on with cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin, but all of the different coins, Ethereum, Monero, Dash, Litecoin. And there's more than just Bitcoin. And do you really think they're just going to sit there and let decentralization take place and let these cryptocurrencies just put their banks out of business? No, guys, they're going to be, in some shape or fashion, they're going to be jumping on the bandwagon. Trust me. So, guys, listen. Hey, good to see all of you folks. I'm not going to go through the names right now because we really need to chop, guys. And I just have so much valuable content that I want to share with you. And I usually don't get a chance to do it because time just flies, and it just does. So let me do this, guys. I got a couple of slides that I'm going to bring up. Guys, I only have tonight. I got about 4 slides. That's about it. And what these slides are going to do, team, they are going to break down how the M3L team is structured. So what I'd like to do, folks, is I want to give all of you a clear understanding of how our team is set up so it makes sense to you. So, if you're catching the recording, that's fine, but do me a favor, don't just skip through this hangout, because once I deliver the information on this hangout, you will know what's going on. You'll have a clear understanding. Therefore, there should not be anybody on our team coming to me saying, Miles, well, I thought you were going to talk about this company, and I thought you were going to talk about. We shouldn't have to deal with that. Okay, team. That's why I'm going to focus on that tonight, and then we're also going to talk about the 4%. We may talk about WG, and we may talk a little bit about Crypto 360. And the reason why I'm mentioning those other MSIs, guys, multiple streams of income, is because they all fall under the M3 lifestyle umbrella. You may not be part of one of the companies that we promote, which is fine, okay, but we promote it, okay? So it falls under the M3 lifestyle umbrella. And before I get into it, guys, I do want to welcome all of the brand new, if you're new, I want to welcome all the brand new M3 lifestyle team members. I want to express to all of you my gratitude for you guys. I say this all the time, but it's the truth, folks. You have no idea how much I appreciate you guys being here, because what I'm trying to accomplish, my vision, my long range vision, there's no way I could do it by myself. It's impossible. So having you folks here with me, and you made a decision to lock arms with us, in spite of whatever else you're doing, but you made a decision to lock arms with the M3 lifestyle team. I really, really appreciate you guys. I really, really do. So, and I want to remind you, we were going to start this week, but I'm going to wait till after Thanksgiving. I'm going to be doing a 4-part training series, really breaking down the building blocks of an online business. I mean, going as deep as, what is an autoresponder? How do you use funnel builders? I'll probably be demonstrating with ClickFunnels. So, if you don't have it, you might want to get it, or maybe you might want to reactivate your ClickFunnels account. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be using. You can certainly substitute other funnel builders, even free ones. But I will tell you right now, they do not have the functionality as ClickFunnels. Lead Pages is great. I also have a Lead Pages account, but Lead Pages is a little more expensive. And I also think that Lead Pages is great. In fact, before Russell, I love you, brother. But before ClickFunnels came along, Lead Pages was number one. They were number one. I don't think they're as user friendly for newer people, but having said that, Lead Pages is awesome. ClickFunnels is awesome. But the thing is, folks, you guys, all of you, I don't care what you're promoting. Whether it's some Bitcoin opportunity or wealth generators, especially the 4%. Did all of you hear Vic's latest live stream today, talking about the major upgrade for the 4%? He's going to be doing a live stream tomorrow. If not, check it out. You need to be there tomorrow. The 4% is going through some major overhaul upgrade. I mean, Vic has been working like a madman, trust me, but all for good reason. So again, especially if you're part of the 4%, no matter what you're doing, team, I'm telling you how it is. And what I'm telling you now, this is not my opinion. This is not my opinion. This is reality. This is how our industry is. No, I take that back. This is not how our industry is. That's why most people are broke, struggling. This is how our industry should be. You as a marketer, as an online marketer, virtual marketer especially, you need to get very good at building your front door. And you need to have many front doors. various front doors. You want to split test those front doors. You want to rotate those front doors. You want to bring certain people through this door, all right? But that person, but this person over here, you wouldn't bring them through that door because that door would not resonate with them. You follow me? There's thousands of people out there, even people on your list. Not all of them are going to resonate with just one door. So you want to get very good at building front doors. If you're new here, what am I talking about? What is a front door? It's called a capture page, opt-in page, squeeze page, all the same. Okay. Again, people use different terminology. Most of the time I call it a landing page, but it's just simply a web page that captures someone's information. Could be their name, could be their first and last name or first name, definitely their email address, and in many cases, also their phone number, depending on the nature of the product and the nature of the business, whatever you're doing. So again, this 4-part training series is going to focus on stuff like that. How do you connect your, regardless of what autoresponder you're using, how do you connect? Okay, many companies you join, the company will give you a funnel, a system. Either there'll be a system, or the good ones anyway, or there'll be some type of funnel, some type of pre-made funnel that all the other affiliates have access to. But you want to build a front door, so people have to go through your, not John's, not Mary's. They got to go through your front door in order to get to the company's pre-made funnel. Okay, but what you need to know is, well, Miles, I'm not good at woodworking, a carpenter. Hey, neither am I. I'm not a handyman, but still, you need to know how to connect that front door. In other words, those hinges. Okay, just like a regular door, how do you connect those hinges of the door? How do you connect that front door to whatever system you're promoting? So we're going to cover stuff like that. I think the newer people will really, really appreciate it. How's that sound, team? Sound good? Yep. Kelly likes it. Lucky likes it. Hey, let me tell you something, guys. Building front doors that people want to go through, that they want to go through, because see, it's their choice. It's not yours. Building front doors that people want to go through has made Sonia and I a lot of money. A lot of money. More money than we ever could have dreamed of making in such a short time period. So anyway, and what I'm going to be sharing with you guys for free, this 4-part training series, I could very well have turned it into a course and charge people for it, and they would pay for it. And the reason why I know that, because I have so many people hitting me up, Miles, when are you going to put out a course? When are you going to put out? Guys, I just don't have time to actually do it that way right now, but who knows? We'll see. I'm working on a number of things right now. So folks, I want to remind you folks also that we do have a book club here. Yes, I'm reminding you guys, we have about 9 days left of the month. The book for the month of October is what, guys? It is Start With Why. Always right here on my desk. Start With Why by Mr. Simon Sinek. You should be reading that book. As you all know as well, the 4% is going through a major upgrade. I just mentioned that. So again, I know we have different people here that are, some people are part of our wealth generators team. And I think that's it. No, nobody's here from the crypto team that we're building. Not yet. But what I want to say, folks, is if you're not a member of the 4%, I highly recommend you become one. If you are a member of the 4%, but you've let your account lapse, for example, you're not a lifetime member, and you're like, I don't feel like paying, I didn't want to continue paying the $49 a month. You need to get that activated now. In fact, guys, I'm not going to preach to you, and I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm going to say it one time. You need to get that activated right now. You'll be sorry later that you didn't, if you don't do that. If you were brought into the 4% by one of our team members here, please go to them Well, actually, you're always tied to them. Okay, you just need to. But what I'm saying is, okay, say for example, you're in WG, you're not a member of the 4%. Well, you probably have a sponsor here in WG. Go to them and ask them for their 4% a link. Okay, I don't want you signing up through me. Sign up through them, your sponsor in WG. Now, if I brought you into WG, okay, and you're not a member of the 4%, then you'll want to come to me and say, hey, Miles, I heard you mention the 4%. No, I'm not part of it. Where do I sign up? Because as an online marketer, that's the problem I see, and I'm going to say it, not mention any names. That's the problem I see with some of these old school marketers. They don't understand leverage. They don't understand systems. And again, what Vic is doing with the 4%, once again, folks, it's just going to blow away the industry. This new improved version that he has coming out, it's going to be great, guys. Trust me. All I can say, guys, trust me. So, folks, what I want to go over with you guys, and I'm going to do it via some slides, and then after I do the slides, I will bring out our guests. Him and I just want to chat about a couple of things. Just very, very laid back chat. But I want to explain to you folks. So, okay, here's what I'm doing, guys. I'm taking the assumption that, okay, and I'm going to share this particular hangout with future members of our team. I'm going to pull this one out because I want people to understand what is the M3 lifestyle team. Okay. So I'm going to take the assumption that I'm talking to a person who's brand new. They are not part of the 4%. Okay. And the best example I can use, folks, is wealth generators. Now, most of you know that I am a member of Wealth Generators. This is an MSI that I've added to my business, and I've introduced it to our team. And I would say 95% of our team absolutely loves it, and they got involved. Some of you have elected not to become members of Wealth Generators. That's fine, guys. That's fine. Maybe you're doing other things, or maybe Wealth Generators, investing, helping people get financially fit. Maybe that doesn't appeal to you. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Maybe you, like when we do introduce something that deals with actual fitness, like a Magic or something else, maybe that will appeal to you. But here's what I want you folks to understand. So again, most of you already know this, but I'm talking to the people that are fairly new, and maybe not even fairly new. Like maybe you've lost track and you're like Miles, can you explain like what's going on with these? Okay, so here's what it is. And I was going to write it on the whiteboard behind me, but I think when I show you the slides, it will make more sense to you. So first of all, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to know. And I want to switch the screens. I just want to make sure you guys are here. Okay, awesome. So, for example, Sophia, Sophia is a member of our Wealth Generators team. So I don't know. Oh, she is. Okay, great. So I was really looking for somebody that's a member of WG, but is not a member of the 4% because, okay, let me just explain it, guys. It's going to make more sense. Let me just get right to it. So about a year ago, I guess, or give or take, I created this team, okay? And I coined it the M3 Lifestyle Team, okay? Again, we focus on lifestyle. We're building businesses. We're working hard. We're doing this. We're doing that. Why are we doing it? To create, folks, to create a better lifestyle for ourselves and our families. And then our friends, and then everybody else around us. But we got to start with ourselves first. So it's about lifestyle, guys. It's about lifestyle. Now, the reason why I've used the words M3, folks. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see. Okay, hold on one second, team. 1 sec. Okay, here we go. The reason why, so all of you guys know this. I know, but I haven't got enough wire here. M3. You can see it. Okay. And then the rest is lifestyle. Lifestyle. I know this is old hat for many of you. So that's who we are, guys. We are the M3 lifestyle team. Okay. Now, that team was started, the way we started that team, okay, you've all heard of the 4%, or maybe some of you have never heard of the 4%. The 4% is basically a training platform. It's a training ground for online marketers. And it's a platform where these us, okay, online marketers, affiliate marketers, e-commerce people, anybody that's doing business online, it's a training platform where we can all become great. Okay, because online marketers, people, home business, whatever, they come a dime a dozen. They really do. But it's pretty cool knowing that we have a place where you can go and get trained. As far as how to generate traffic, how to build out landing pages, how to grow an online business. That's what the 4% is. So, and again, Vic Stryzew's founder and creator of the 4%. Again, he started the 4%. He's the founder and creator. Now, so I started promoting the 4%. Now, if you know me, you've known me for years, whatever. I learned this from my mentor, Vic, that anything I do, you want to build a community around it, if possible, if it makes sense. Maybe some things won't make sense, but if it makes sense, you want to build a community around it. And this way, all of you can grow together and support yourself, like what we're doing here. So I created this team. It started with the 4%. I created this team within the 4%. And the team was called the M3 Lifestyle. Prior to that, we actually had a different name. Actually, we were called the Born Rich Team. Okay, but I changed that, for different reasons. Lifestyle just made more sense to what we're doing. Plus, I didn't want my good friend Bob Proctor to think I was taking his name of one of his books. There could be copywriting issues and whatever. Although Bob is cool, but so that's how the M3 Lifestyle team was created. Then what happened is, because of the way the 4% is structured, the 4% believes in multiple streams of income. In fact, Vic has actually created what we like to call an ecosystem where all these things kind of fit together. So again, what I decided to do, when Vic recommended something, of course, I would promote it. Many of you did. But as I was doing that, I started noticing that our team was taking on like a life of its own, which is great to do. The team was kind of taking on a life of its own. So what I decided to do, which many of you probably don't know, I decided to make the M3 Lifestyle team pretty much an independent team. Independent of the 4%. Now, yes, we are still a team within the 4%. I love the 4%. We're still a team within the 4%, but we're not dependent on the 4%. So what I decided to do, just like Vic did, with the 4%, he's got different MSIs underneath of it. He's got one 4% umbrella, and he can just add anything underneath of it that he wants. Well, I've decided to do the same thing. Not as sophisticated as Vic, and we don't have a back office system and all of that. We will eventually have our own membership site where it makes sense. I just don't want to give people too much to do. Okay, we have enough to do. So the M3 Lifestyle team is just an independent team of online marketers, home business owners / entrepreneurs. Okay, now, so that's the umbrella. That's the umbrella. Think of this as like an umbrella, guys. Okay, now underneath of that umbrella, we will have different MSIs, different business opportunities, companies / products, where it makes sense. Okay. And you know what? Underneath that umbrella, I have a core where I like to say, okay, this is my core. And then the other companies, programs are, they're under the umbrella, but they're not the central. They're just another MSI. Does that make sense, guys? It's just another MSI. But I believe you should always have a core. Always. Now, I will tell you, whether you know it or not, we have a core right now. Now, that core could change. Folks, that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. There are no rules. This is my business. I can do whatever I want. You can do whatever you want with your business. It's the beauty of not having a boss or working for corporate America or government. You are in charge. So as of right now, guys, I want to keep things very simple for you. Because if you're wondering, okay, I know I'm promoting this, and I'm promoting that, and I'm in this company, and Miles doesn't even know I'm promoting that. Folks, that's fine. Whatever you can do to grow and build your portfolio, do it, guys. Do it, okay? So, but this is what I'm doing. So if you're wondering, like, okay, so what are you currently promoting right now, Miles? What are you in? Are you in USI Tech? Are you in Digital Attitude? What are you doing right now? We know you're doing the 4%. What else are you doing? So here's what I'm doing, guys. I'm going to share with you. Again, we're a team, guys. I have nothing to hide here, okay? I don't believe in hiding anything because you can't build a team like that. You can't build them. You think you're hiding something from your team members, but you're only fooling yourself. Trust me. So our core, folks, is, and you're probably not going to be able to see that. Okay, anyway, our core is wealth generators. Okay, that's our core. That could shift in the future. Well, wealth generators will always be in my portfolio. It will always be a company I promote, but I mean, something else could come along and become the core. But right now, wealth generators is our core. Okay, so what does that tell you? Yes, that is one company that I'm behind, I stand behind, I promote. Here's another one, the 4%, which you should know. Okay, the 4%. The 4% is a company that we promote. Okay, it falls under the M3 Lifestyle umbrella. And then there's one more. Okay, there's in fact, team, there's only one more. Many of you know that for a long time, a couple of years, Sonia and I promoted Enagic. Enagic is an awesome company. It's incredible. Love the products. Everything about Enagic I love. We kind of set that aside for a while, just for now, okay? And the reason why I've set it aside because I've decided that, and guys, I'm part of in Enagic, and like many of you, you know, I'm your sponsor, but I have a sponsor in Enagic, not Vic, but a sponsor that has built out a system and all, which is great. I hope he's doing well. But I've decided to build Enagic with Vic. So what I'm saying, folks, is I'm not going to actively start my Enagic business again until Vic is ready, which will be probably early 2018. Okay, just so you know. Okay, so I love Enagic to death. I just love the company and the products. I use the product every single day. I'm drinking it right. I'm drinking it right now. But when Vic is ready to roll out with Enagic, that's when I will effectively start focusing on it again. So that's on the back burner, okay? So I said that there's one more MSI, one more company that I'm involved with that I promote. Now here's the cool part. So guys, folks, there's only 3. I can actually take off that other little leg, the little leg there. You see those 3 circles? There's only 3. So the third one, folks, can you guess what the third one is? The third one hasn't actually launched yet, but I'll tell you, folks, I was on a call with Vic today, and I am so fired up. I'll tell you, folks, about it a little bit later if I have time. But this third opportunity / program, I like calling it an MSI, multiple stream of income. It is currently known as Crypto 360. Now, I have some amazing news for you that I'll hold off. Crypto 360, okay? So Crypto 360, so we call it C as in cat, 360. So those three are the companies, okay, programs that fall under our M3 lifestyle umbrella. So is that clear, guys? You got that? You can see that? We promote, I'm saying we as a team here, I know you're doing other things, but we promote the 4% wealth generators in Crypto 360, which will be launching, officially launching in about a week or so. Okay? But WG is the core. And I've selected at the core for various reasons. If you're part of our WG team, then you know why I've selected it as our core. Okay? If you're not, I don't have time to explain why right now, but just trust me. I've decided to make it our core. But listen up, guys. Don't get it twisted. These are like three brothers, or probably these two are brothers. That's probably the sister in the middle. So they're brothers and sisters, and I treat them equally. But I'm just saying, wealth generators, even though you may not be a part of it, it didn't resonate with you. It's the core of our team. Okay, so does that make sense, everybody? What I just said, does that make sense? Now, because of that, I like to build a team around everything I do. So I built a team around the 4%, which that's what by the way, guys, our Tuesday night meetings. Well, hold on, I'll get to that in a second. So I built a team around the 4% WG, and I'm in the process of building a team around Crypto 360. Now, I want to be clear here, guys, because I know there's probably some confusion. Listen up. The hangouts that I do on Tuesday night, like right now, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, these hangouts are for 4% members, the 4%, okay? That's how it all started. They're for 4% members. But what did I just say about 5 minutes ago? I said that's how we started, then we shifted. Now, these meetings on Tuesday night, they're just a general meeting for our M3 lifestyle team. Having said that, what does that mean? That means that during these meetings, like I'm doing right now, during these meetings, I'm going to talk about all of the businesses, not just the 4%, not just WG, not just 360. I will go back and forth and talk about all of them. So you know, if you're here right now, you're like, well, Miles, I'm not part of WG. I don't want to hear about it. Or I don't plan on becoming part of 360. I don't want to hear about it. I'm just a member of the 4%, or vice versa. All I can tell you is you should listen, because they all leverage each other. But I want you to know this is a general meeting. So the reason why I'm saying that, some of you might have been thinking that you're on my wealth generators team. You might have been thinking that the hangout we're having tonight is going to be about wealth generators. No, it's not. And some of you might have been thinking the hangout we're having tonight is going to focus on the 4%. No, it's not. Okay, it's going to talk about that, but it's not going to focus on any particular one of these MSIs. Am I clear, guys? So that's the meeting we have on Tuesday nights. It's a general M3L meeting. Now, I will also, as I've been doing, I think I did on the last 2 Sundays, we will also have a separate training mastermind hangout get together for members of our wealth generators team, which we've done. I didn't do one last Sunday night, but we've done them. That will be separate, okay? Then when Crypto 360 comes out, we will also have a separate hangout for our Crypto 360 people. Does that make sense, team? So basically, we'll end up having a separate meeting for WG and 360, but we won't have a separate meeting for the 4%. What we will do when it comes to the 4%, we'll talk about it on Tuesday night, tonight. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody? I'm sure it does. You guys are smart people. That's how we're organized. Now, last thing. To support these different teams, I've created Facebook groups. Okay? So many of you are like in one Facebook group. Some of you are in 2 of them. Some of you are in all of them. I recommend that all of you folks be members of all of our Facebook groups, all of our M3L Facebook groups. How do you do that? Well, You would need to be a member of each one of those MSIs. You would need to be a member of the 4%, which you all are. You would need to be a member of WG. You need to be a member of Crypto 360. And you can certainly pre-register for that right now. By the way, if there's somebody here that is not a member, or I'll say it this way, if there's somebody here that wants to become a member of Crypto 360, right now we're in pre-launch. Right on the page you're on right now, there's a green button below. It says click here to continue. If you click on that, okay, you can opt in and pre-register. This way, when I get my link, which should be next week, I'll send it right to you. You become a free member of Crypto 360. Don't click on it now. Pay attention. Okay, but trust me, below my video here, there's a green button. If you click on that, it's going to redirect you. In fact, I just tested it right now. It's going to redirect you to a landing page. It's going to redirect you. It's going to redirect you to the front door, so you can pre-register for Crypto 360. All right. So let me so guys, I hope that's clear. Okay, perfect. Hey, Gil says it's perfect. It's perfect, folks. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. So I'm going to share 4 slides with you, and then I'm going to bring on our guests. Deal? Okay. And we're doing great for time. I must be getting better at this. It's only been about 4 years since I've been doing Hangouts. I'm getting better and better and better. So let me share my screen with you. And it would be cool, folks, if you took some screenshots. Yes, this is recorded, but hey, guys, do it how you want. You can write it down, do it the old school way, or you can take some screenshots. If I was you, I would rather take screenshots. And I only have like 4 slides, but I need to share my screen with you first. So let me go there. Let me go there. Come on, screen share. What are you doing to me tonight? Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. That's interesting. Okay. See what it does. We'll see what it does. You guys let me know when you, hey, Gil, brother, let me tell you something. We say this all the time, get excited, lose sleep. I'm going to tell you something, brother. Oh, man. All right, I'll get to it. You need to be excited about Crypto 360. Vic is not playing. Vic is, hey, guys, I'm not here to bash any other company. I will not do that. I will not do that. Whatever you're doing out there, I respect you for it. I know that all you're trying to do is make money for you and your family. I can respect that. So whatever you're doing, just be careful. Watch your money, stay abreast, but I'm not here to bash any other company. But what I will tell you, what Vic is putting together for Crypto 360 is going to make heads turn. I don't care what company you're in. I don't care what platform you're using. People will be, what the? and they will. And it's cool, guys. Look, hey, guys, can I just say something real quick? If you're part of ABC company, you're promoting Bitcoin, you're signing people up, whatever, you're making money off the coins. If you're part of that, guys, it's cool. It's cool. But what I will tell you is guys, mark my prediction. There will be big leaders in other companies, other platforms, other cryptocurrency platforms that will want to be part of Crypto 360. Mark my word. And there's nothing wrong with that. We don't turn people away. Hey, listen, you can have as many MSIs as you can hold to provide for you and your family and share with other people if it makes sense to you. If you can handle it, do it. That's all I have to say. So, guys, we are the M3 Lifestyle team. Listen, this is how our team is organized. So what I've done, folks, is I've created various Facebook groups for each of our MSIs. Now, they're closed. They're private Facebook groups. So if you're not a member of the thing or one of my team members, you came in through them, then you won't be part of the group. They're private, exclusive groups, okay? So the first one, well, again, M3 Lifestyle Team Facebook group. So you'll want to take a screenshot once all the bullet points drop down, okay? I advise you to do that. So The first one, which is our overall, excuse me, guys. The first one, which is our overall, is the M3 Lifestyle Team. That is our main Facebook group. Shortcut on that. Create a bookmark. This way you don't have to look for it. And also, Facebook allows you to do this. Turn on notifications. So when I post something or a team member posts something, you're alerted. Okay, because here's what I'm telling you. You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you, the Facebook groups I'm going to list here, they are part of your business. They're not like all those other groups that you might be in, that you kind of just go in and maybe you advertise stuff, or and there's 30,000 members, 100. This is not those. These Facebook groups that I'm listing here, going into them a couple times a day on a daily basis, you need to consider that an income producing activity. Okay, so that's the first one. You need to bookmark that if you haven't already. The second one is our M3 Lifestyle Wealth Creation Team. Now, if you're not a member of WG, well, then this doesn't apply to you, okay, because you won't have access, okay? But again, I've already explained where Wealth Generators fits into the picture. Our next one is, again, same thing. We have a Crypto Mastermind Team Facebook group. These Facebook groups support our teams. They support the MSI that our team is involved with. Okay, now this is still in pre-launch. It hasn't actually even launched yet, and we have a nice good number of members. As I've told the people in that group, and I'll remind you guys right here. Right now we got about 102 or so members in that group, Crypto Mastermind. However, nobody's official yet. Nobody's permanent. So what's going to happen is when I get my link, in order to remain a member of the Crypto Mastermind team and Facebook group, you will need to create a free Crypto 360 account. If for whatever reason you choose not to do that, well, you know what I'm going to say next. We're going to remove you from the group. So being that I understand this industry and I understand human nature, I expect probably 90 or 95% of the people there now will remain. And the rest, for whatever reason, they won't create a free account, which is fine with me. I only want to work with people who want to work with me and us. I only want to work with people who want to work with us. That's a better way to say it. So we have M3 Lifestyle Team TV. Again, that's where you should be housing all your videos. You guys are creating videos, right? And by the way, shout out to those of you that are creating YouTube videos. I'm watching and you guys are knocking it out the park. Do you know that you are planting seeds that will harvest maybe a month from now, 2 months, and that real estate that you're creating, it will be there forever. You create a video, folks, guess what? It's there forever. So again, shout out to you guys for doing that. So, and again, I'm pointing this out, folks, because we do have several Facebook groups, a few. So it could be a little confusing. You know what I mean? So the final one, and there's only one more, guys. That's it. As of today, these Facebook groups encompass our entire team. These 5 Facebook groups, well, except for the last one. The last one is a training group where if I do video trainings or whatever, I'm going to put it there. If one of you guys want to do a training, you want our team to have access to it, I would put it in the M3 Lifestyle Team training. I don't talk about that one that much. I don't go to that one that much. Folks, think of that as a reference, okay? You don't need to go in the team training Facebook group every day. That's like a reference if you're looking for something or you're looking how to do something. But all 5 of these, you should bookmark. You should bookmark. Now, even the M3 Lifestyle Team one, the TV one, number 4, that's not something, you guys, use your common sense. That's not something you need to go in every single day. Again, those are really just for videos. There's not that much talking or networking. It's mainly for our videos to share with each other, see how we're doing. So 4 and 5, you don't have to go in every day, although they should be bookmarked. 1, 2, and 3, you should be checking those every single day, because if I post something in there, none of you should be coming to me asking me, hey Miles, how do you do blank, or did you talk about blank? And then the post is in the group, but you were just too lazy to go in there or whatever. Which I'm sure none of you here are lazy, so I'm really just talking to the choir. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go back. Some of you might not have caught that, so I'm gonna bring. Take a screenshot, guys. Take a screenshot. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Those you should check at least once a day. I recommend 2, 3 times a day, and not all in the morning. Spread it out, guys. Spread it out. And folks, here's the other thing: these Facebook groups, they're your Facebook groups. They're for you. They're yours. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3 are extremely important. Now, finally, we also have Facebook pages. We have a team. Well, okay. As of right now, guys, we do not have a team Facebook page. However, there is one Facebook page that, if you haven't already, I'd like you to at least like it, drop a comment here and there. You don't need to go to this Facebook page every day. Guys, you know how Facebook pages are. This is not like a group where, you know, you need to go there every day and checking it out. But again, I have my own personal fan page. So if you haven't liked it or checked it out, I would appreciate if you do that. And that's it, guys. That's as far as Facebook pages, okay, for our team, they really don't exist yet. This Facebook page is it's just mine, but I would appreciate. And again, folks, I do talk a lot about on that Facebook page. I talk about our MSIs. I talk about wealth generators. I talk about the 4%. I will be talking about Crypto 360. So, you know, and again, I'm your business partner, so it's a good idea to check out my page and like it. Okay, so I think that's it, guys, for the slides. Let's see. Come on, you. I know why you're taking so long. Yeah, that's it for the slides. Yep, we'll save that for another time. We're getting traffic. So I'm going to stop sharing. I just got to find my mouse because I think my battery was getting low on my mouse. So hold on one second, guys. I might have to replace the batteries on my mouse. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we should be back. We should be back. Team, question for you. Did that little overview of how our team is structured, did that make sense to all of you? Did it make sense? I hope so. And if you have any questions about that, guys, anything I just went over, you know where I am. Okay, so I'm going to bring on our guest. I need to send him. I need to send him an invite link, and then we're going to bring him up, chat for a little bit, and then we will call it a night. Let's see. Here you go. Okay. We should be popping on momentarily. Hey, Richard, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I really hope it made sense to you. But that's, and again, being a member of our team, like as time goes on, like again, these different Facebook groups and MSIs, they'll come together. You know, I know some of you might be hearing this for the first time, but they will make much more sense to you as we move along. But I want to point out to you guys, we are not playing here. We did extremely well in 2016, 2017. I'm talking about Sonia and I, many of you as well. And that was just a warm-up for 2018. 2018 is going to be absolutely ridiculous. And we personally want to bring all of you with us. What we're doing, you know, we always talk about going to the top. That's my favorite line because it makes so much sense. We are going to do this together. Anybody that wants to lock arms with us and ride with us, you know, to the top and beyond, we'd like to see you do that. So it looks like we have our guest with us. Hey, brother Mark, can you hear me? Can I hear you?
I can hear you. I'm echoing.
You sound good to me. I'm not hearing an echo on my side. So, and you know what?
I
It's
think I have
funny.
to
Go
pause
ahead.
your live stream.
Yeah, you might have to do that because sometimes when I'm talking to somebody, mine echoes, but it sounds okay to them. But I'm hearing you fine.
No, what it is, Miles, is I have to pause your live streaming that you're doing.
Okay,
Otherwise,
gotcha.
otherwise I'm hearing the feedback with the delay. So now,
Okay. Is
so
it
now,
better
now
now?
we're good. Now we're good. Now we're
Cool.
good.
Okay. Well, anyway, so great. So, team, listen. As you can see, I wanted to I asked to come on board, and he graciously offered to come. And Mark, listen, I appreciate you being here because I heard that your voice wasn't cooperating that well.
Yeah, I've been doing this all day right here.
There you go, smart
It
man,
feels
smart
a lot
man.
better. But yeah,
Awesome.
it was worse yesterday, but it's getting better. So
Good. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Especially with Thanksgiving coming and all.
yeah, that's why I rested up today. Didn't really talk much, and we got family and stuff on Thursday, so I got another day of rest, and we should be good to go.
I'll tell you, I know what's going on because that's why you're here. I know what's going on. You are burning up the charts. You are working your butt off. You're making things happen. You're helping other people change their lives. It's exciting. But those of you that don't know this gentleman, and I'm probably going to butcher his name. He goes by Mark Anthony. Mark, I don't know if that's your middle name, but his last name is Wondokowski. Did I say that right?
There you
I
go.
can't.
Perfect.
But he's just an incredible gentleman, guys. He's Mark and I guess we've been working together for now. I'll let him tell you the story, but we've been working together for about 2 years, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him, and then I want him to just take a few minutes and share some things with you. So you might be wondering, okay, so why is Mark here? Well, I'll tell you. I'll be very blunt with you. Mark is here, folks, because he is a leader. Now, here's the thing. I will tell you something. I am sick and tired of our industry, the industry that we love, throwing that term around, leader. This person's a leader. And guy, this is just my personal opinion. So if somebody snuck in here that's not part of our team and they're offended, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be here. But I am so sick of that because it's diluted what the term leader really means. Mark is here because he really is a leader, because he's the type of guy. I see him. He's taking action. He's already taken action. But the thing is, he's a product of the product. He's If you look in a dictionary, you look up the term team member, you'll see Mark's face. Okay. He's an actual leader. And the thing, okay, this may sound a little partial, folks, but hey, we're a family here, so we're just talking. You're at our dining room table, and we're talking. Mark reminds me, I was telling Sonia today, Mark reminds me of myself like 4 years ago. I will tell you something. Mark right now is farther than where I was 4 years ago, but I'm just saying he reminds me of me because when I joined a company, I'm not going to mention the name. When I joined the company, they had a sponsor, okay, mentor, sponsor. In everything that sponsor told me to do, I did. And like, it's funny because the sponsor that I had then, I still have to this day. He always uses this analogy, and I kind of use it too. He's like, Miles, my mentor told me, if my mentor told me to stand on one foot and call names from the phone book, I would have done that, and I would have done the same thing back then. And Mark would do the same thing now, but I would never tell him to do something that ridiculous. I tell him to do stuff that makes sense. But what I'm saying, folks, is I think, well, okay, I didn't know it back then, but I know it now. The way I conducted myself back then, people could see, because fast forward, they've told me now, people could see that I was going somewhere back then, that I kind of stood out a little bit. And sure enough, you saw how my career has developed here. And I see the same thing in Mark. And I'll tell you something, this industry needs more people like Mark. Here's what I want to tell you, because you're like, oh man, he's bragging about Mark. Here's what I want to tell you. All of you, every single one of you, have the qualities and the ability that Mark has to do some incredible things. You do. It's just that some of you, and that's why I started this hangout the way I did, guys. Listen, you should know me by now. Nothing is by chance. Everything is strategically planned. Some of you are letting your subconscious mind hold you back. That's it. Mark is not doing that. So the talent and abilities that Mark has, team, you have them too. And not just that, there's many of you that have stepped up. In fact, trust me, I'll be bringing you guys on here week after week. You know, it's not just going to be me by myself unless I'm doing just a detailed training like that 4-part series. Other than that, you guys are coming on here. Even if you're brand new, you're coming on here. So I wanted to bring Mark on because, you know, he's a clear example, folks, of what can happen when you dedicate yourself, when you focus, when you get involved, when you attend every hangout, even if you're driving, even if you're at a ball game, when you jump on every live stream, when you're always there. In fact, Mark, I got to talk to you later, brother, find out how you set up your Facebook, because, you know, I post something, you're there. And it's good to be that way, folks, in the know. I'm telling you, folks, what we are doing here, please hear me. Let me pause for a second. Please hear me. What we're doing here, it's not all about landing pages and traffic. That's the tools. You need to apply the type of stuff and conduct yourself in a certain way like Mark does. The last thing I'll say before I bring him on is, think about this, guys. If you didn't know this, I'm going to remind you right now. Some of you probably already know this, but hey, we can all use a reminder sometime. Did you know that when you join Wealth Generators, when you join the 4%, when you pre-registered for Crypto 360, maybe you're part of some Bitcoin opportunity, which is great. Maybe you're part of Digital Altitude, Mo, whatever. But when you did that, did you realize that you became the CEO of your own business? Did you know that? As a reminder, folks, did you know that? Now, here's the thing. As the CEO of your own business, look, guys, you're not like the average person anymore. I mean, nothing against the average person on the street, but you're not like them. You're the CEO of your own business, and that business could turn into a multi-million-dollar business. For many of you, it will. So as a CEO, ask yourself, or let me ask you, as the CEO of a million-dollar, multi-million-dollar company, how would you conduct yourself? How would you walk? How would you talk? How would you even post on Facebook? Would you post something strategically with like an embedded subliminal message behind it? You need to carry yourself a certain way because, guys, you are the CEO of your own multi-million-dollar empire. Now, maybe it hasn't materialized yet, but you are in control. Whatever you're doing right now, you can turn it into a multi-million-dollar empire and leave it to your children. Let them run it. You know, I'm going to leave mine to my children. You know, although my little nephew Elijah, he's not directly my son, but he's going to, I think my other children might be a little upset because he's going to have a pretty high responsible position. So with that said, guys, I'd like to, again, introduce you to Mark Anthony. And just, Mark, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and just how you got here. And, okay, 3 things, Mark. 3 things. I want to give it to you. A little bit about yourself, how you got here, and then any tips that you can give to you know, our team members. We'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna mute myself.
All right. Well, Miles, thank you very much for the identification. I appreciate it, and a lot of things have happened over the last couple of years. But folks, really, how I got started in all this is about almost 4 years ago. I was promoting in a network marketing company, and things were a lot different back then as far as computers and how we did things, and Facebook. I mean, it was non-existent. So things were, it was pick up the phone and do what you got to do. So I got a bad taste in my mouth, and for about a year, I just said I'm done with it. And then I came across you know, an ad on Facebook one day about an adjunct, about Kangen water. You know, captivating ad, and got me excited, so I opted in. And next thing I know, I purchased my water machine, and I was in the business again. But again, I didn't really know how to put all the pieces together. And it was frustrating. And I'm even more frustrating, and I'm sure some of you that have been in other companies before, I had that sponsor that promised the world and did nothing for me. So here I have this very expensive water machine, which is great because I'm a product of the product, but I didn't really know how to. I didn't know how to market. I didn't know how to share it with other people, and I got frustrated until I met someone in that Facebook group. And we talk about these Facebook groups and how you should be active in these Facebook groups. Well, guess who I met in that Facebook group? He wasn't my sponsor, but he was active. He stood out. He branded himself. He provided value, and that was Miles. And I'll tell you who I had to introduce myself into the group. My sponsor didn't introduce me to the group. I had to do it myself. I was seeing Miles introduce all his members and everything. I'm like, wow, my sponsor hasn't said a word about anyone. So I introduced myself. Guess who that first person was that congratulated me and welcomed me? You're right, Miles. So I hit up Miles and I said, hey, you know what? I'm having a hard time with this. I don't know how to put it all together. And Miles, being a professional he is, in the way he has a way with words. He has a way to talk to people. And we did a private message. We obviously this wasn't in Facebook group. We private messaged. He said, I'm really sorry that happened. And he goes, I can't stand mentors or sponsors that do something like that. So I apologize. And there's not a whole lot he could do. So I made the best of what I could do, and I plugged in. I went on the phone calls. I went on the trainings, and I learned it the best I could. And then the 4% came around, and Miles sent me a link to the 4%, and I joined the 4% almost immediately. I think I got in, a couple months after pre-launch of the 4%, and ever since then, folks, I've been with Miles, and I owe him so much. I really do, because he has not taught me a lot, but he's always been there for me when I had a question or when I needed something. And I'm telling you, folks, if you're building teams now, you need to be there. You need to be there for your teams. And you just can't rely on Miles. Miles can't be there for every single person. So one thing I learned very quick on is I needed to be my own resource. I needed to know where to find information if I needed to figure something out. And if I couldn't figure it out, I would certainly reach out to Miles or another leader. But I made it a point for me. It was my business. I'm responsible for me. And I would find out how to do things. I would research them. I would show up to the trainings, because that's how I learned. Because if someone else is telling me how to do something, that's one thing. But if I'm physically looking for it myself and applying it myself, so I'm getting all those domains of learning. I'm seeing it, I'm doing it, I'm hearing it. That's important, because if you're not doing it, Miles can tell us a million times how to do something. But if you're not doing it, you're not learning it, period. If you're not applying what, you can hear, but if you're not applying, you're not going to learn. So, I just, from a very, very early point, when we first started out, we started this whole book of the month and working on yourself. I didn't quite really get like, I go, I want to get in there and make some money. What do I got to learn, this personal development stuff for? And you know what? The moment I started working on myself more than my business, well, guess what happened? All of a sudden, my business started to turn around, because that subconscious mind that Miles talks about almost every single hangout we have. And if you notice, especially those of us in the 4% and WG, what's the one thing that they stress so much? It's your mindset. It's what do you think about? How do you see yourself? Because how you see yourself is how other people see you. And so if you're scared and you're timid and you don't know how to talk to people and you don't take time to learn the back office and learn the products and learn what you're doing, when you go to talk to someone, guess what? They're going to see you don't know what you're talking about. And what does that translate to? They're not joining your business. And what does that translate to? You're not making any money. And what does that translate to then? You get upset, you quit, you give up. When it all really takes is to really work on yourself. So when I started focusing on me first and not so much my business, the funny thing, my business started to turn around. And I know it doesn't make sense. Well, Mark, you're working on yourself, but you're not working on your business. And I worked on my business, but I worked on myself more than I worked on my business because my business came around then. And folks, I work a full-time job. Most of you don't know that. I'm a police officer. I've been a police officer for 24 years. I work 40 plus hours a week plus, and I work another 40 plus hours in my business. I'm up till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, working on my business when I get home. And I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the gym working out on myself physically, because you need to do that. You need to physically work on yourself, because if you're not healthy, nothing in your life comes together. And Miles, he's always coming, he's doing videos from the gym when he's leaving and talking about being healthy, but he's also working on his business. And I see him at 2 o'clock in the morning making posts, and he sees me making posts. And that's what you need to do. If you're not willing to make these sacrifices, your business is never going to get to where you want it to get. Never. It's not a matter of learning to click funnels and learning how to do copyright on emails. You'll learn that stuff. That's technical stuff. That's easy. That comes with time and practice. But if you're not working on yourself, if you're not growing, personally, professionally, it's not all going to come together. So when people say, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that, you have time. You just choose not to use it wisely. And when I talk to my team members, and you know what? It's not about sugarcoating things, folks. If you sugarcoat it, you're not helping them. You're not helping anyone. And Miles is very, very blunt, and I get it. I don't take it personally, and some of you may take it personally. Some of you don't. And then a lot of your team members that I deal with, I love the people on our team, and I deal with a lot of you guys outside of our group, and we talk to each other, private message and stuff like that. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to accomplish the same things, and we're all here to help each other. So I don't mind if you reach out to me for a question if Miles is busy. We're a team, folks. We're here to help each other. It's not all just Miles. The big thing to understand here is if everyone in the team helps each other, we all succeed, because Miles can't carry 100 people on his back. He can maybe help one or two here and there, but he can't carry 100 people. So these group hangouts, these Facebook pages that we have, that's our avenue. That's our tools to help each other, because it's a group forum. And if you're not applying it, if you're not doing that stuff, if you're not being active, if you're not sharing value, if you're not taking the time to watch these recordings and show up to these Facebook lives, I haven't missed, and I could probably count on one hand the number of Facebook Live trainings from Vic and Wealth Generators that I have missed. And you know what? I'll be at work and I'll pull up my cell phone and I'll watch. I'll be in my car and I'll put it on audio and I'll listen. But I'm always there, because the way I look at it is that Facebook Live, that training, that may be the one training where that golden nugget is dropped that completely turns my business around. And I don't want to miss it. And, I can watch a recording, and I have sometimes, but I'm telling you, being there when it's actually happening and seeing the engagement and just being present, being in the moment, it makes the world of difference, folks. It really does. So if I could really give you any advice, and I'm just telling you because it's worked for me, if I could really give you any advice, team, start working on yourself more than your business. Your business will come around. It really will. If you stay plugged in, if you stay doing the things you need to do, you stay in the training, but work on yourself. Every morning I get up on my cell phone and I have probably 30 or 40 motivational recordings on here. And for the first hour of my day, my headphones are on and all I do is listen to positive motivational speeches for an hour every morning. And that doesn't include the book of the month and the other training I do. It is so important when you get up. It's so important, folks, to get your mind to get everything in the right frame of mind. Don't turn on the news and hear about how bad the economy is and the corruption in our justice system and the murder rate. And because if you start your day with all that negative thought, That's how your day is going to go. That's how your whole day is going to go. And it's a horrible way to spend your day, because you're not going to be productive. But if you start with something positive, you start with something motivational, you get up, you get your body moving, you go exercise, you just get out there and get moving. Your whole day is so much better. You're so much more productive. So I guess, we could talk about this for hours, and Miles knows what I'm talking about. Start working on yourself, folks. Just do one small thing a day that will get you one step closer to where you want to be. And that could be reading a couple chapters of a motivational book, or listening to an hour of motivational speaking, or personal development. And if you do that every single day, your subconscious mind slowly starts to change, and it starts to change the way you think. And for the last almost 2 years, I've been doing that every day, and my business has changed. I have changed. My relationship with my family and my kids have changed. So I'm here to tell you, if I can do it. I'm a full-time police officer. The farthest thing was ever from a marketer. And I work 40 plus hours a week. And I put in 40 plus hours a week in my business. And if I can do it, you can do it. There's no excuse whatsoever for you to fail in your business. So Miles, that's all I really got to say. I could talk forever, but I respect people's time. We got WG coming up in a little bit too. So people are gonna be jumping on the webinar in a little bit. So I appreciate you having me, brother. I really do. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. I got a question for you before I let you go.
Sure.
I don't know your complete background, but have you ever played baseball, brother? Because you knocked it out the park. Seriously, guys, I'm sitting here, folks, and I'm just so proud, because, and I'm not sitting here like saying like I'm the reason for Mark's success. No, I feel good because I know I had a little hand in his success. And I'm telling you guys, I can only use myself, because there's so many of you that are stepping up. You're going to find, where you fit. Things are going to make sense to you guys. There's so many of you, but you may do it different. So I may not be able to use this analogy, but I'm telling you guys, watching Mark and everything, like he said, watching the video and the car, all those things he talked about, I did. I never missed. I remember we used to have this inner circle call on Monday nights. It was like a challenge for me. It was like a game. Like, I will never miss one. I don't care if I was just. There were times I would pull over because I was listening to something and it was, a little dangerous driving. Whatever I had to do. And I'm telling you guys, here's what I'm telling you. You can figure this out yourself. What Mark is talking about, what I'm talking about, the majority of people don't do that. They don't conduct themselves that way. And that explains, see, nobody needs to tell you. You can figure it out. That explains why the majority of people don't make it in this business, and they don't make it in the other business, and they don't make it in their franchise. They don't make it in their cleaning business. They don't make it at their pizza shop. Guys, that's it. This is business, whether it's online or offline. That's what separates. And guys, you don't gotta believe me. Go look it up. Go Google. They say like most businesses fail in the first 5 years or whatever it is. And like when I hear that, to me, like it just doesn't make sense, because I knew when I started, I wasn't failing. But that's what the stats say, because I guess that's what it is. So, guys, big hand to Mark. Mark, I appreciate you so much, brother. Awesome.
Thank you.
Excellent job, guys. And I'm just honored to have people like that on our team. And, somebody compared me to Vic the other day, and I said, come on. And the person said, well, you're like baby Vic. And I said, well, okay, maybe I can accept that. But I know Vic, and I know he does, because he's told me. He must feel so proud to have helped create leaders. I mean, he's helped people, change their bank account. Sonia and I included, and others. He's helped people change their bank account that have turned their back on him. But that's okay. Life goes on. And, if I can help somebody, you change your bank account or your zip code, it would be like a blessing to me, because, thank God, I found my calling, before my life came to an end. This is my calling, what I do. I'll be doing this forever, and I love working with people. I see some, last thing I'll say, I'll see some people, they'll post something, they'll post something like, oh, like I go, sometimes I go in some of these other Facebook groups, Mark, there's different Facebook groups, and they're all good, they serve a purpose, but I'll see somebody post something like, no recruiting, no selling, you don't even need to wake up, the sales will come out. And I'm saying to myself, wait, slow down, slow your roll. What is wrong with recruiting people, referring people to something you're excited about? Wait a minute. So is it that you don't like working with people? Okay, fine. You don't like working with people. But I will tell you, working with people, as well as speaking and presenting, is the highest paid profession in the world, hands down. And working with people does translate to sales. So for some of those people that are like maybe extremely educated, they have like 10 different degrees and they went 20 years to college, and that's all. I'm not knocking. I've been to college, but what I'm saying is a lot of those, well, many of those top sales people, men and women, no degree, no nothing, salespeople, they are the highest paid people in the world. Do you know that? Salespeople are the highest paid people in the world. Well, guess what, folks? Wake up call. That's what we are. We're salespeople. Yeah, some of us want to change the world, but at the end of the day, what do we do, team? I'm looking at your comments. What do we do, team? We sell stuff. If we don't sell stuff, we don't eat. That's it. Now, that's just to put it really down and dirty, and we can certainly build vision around all of that, which makes it fun, but we sell stuff. So anyway, guys, listen, Mark, I'm gonna let you go, brother. I'm going to share like maybe 5 minutes. I'm going to share some things with the team, and I really want you to hear this also. So thank you for coming on, sir. Awesome. I will definitely be back.
All right, I'll be here. You know that.
All right, Mark. Take care, brother. All right, guys. So listen real quick. We got like, I'm out of time. I'm out of time, team. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lay this on you like in 2 minutes. We are out of time. So, okay. Again, as I said, now you know. Now you know. You come on these hangouts on Tuesday. I might be talking about wealth generators. I might be talking about the 4%. I might be talking about Crypto 360. I might be talking about the weather, but M3L umbrella. So what I'm going to share with you before we go, I had a meeting here today, a call with Vic as a founding member of Crypto 360. I got to say this quick. It's not going to be easy, but I'll try my best. Team, I am excited. You guys will be extremely pleased. Listen, I know the links aren't ready yet. You're wondering, Miles, what is the delay? You told me last Monday. You told me. Listen, folks, doing things the right way, sometimes it's going to take longer than what you expected. The delays that Vic has came across that occurred, I'm glad there was the delays. If you could, now again, I know that there may be 1 or 2 founding members here, and that's all well and cool, okay? But again, as a founding member, I know you're building your own team. But again, the reason why you're here is because you're part of one of our other teams, okay? But so this is not new to you. And before I finish my sentence, team, I would like you to do me a favor. I just reminded myself, I would like you to do me a favor. Just so I know. If there's anybody here, part of our teams, okay, we got 3 teams. Crypto 360 is a team, even though it hasn't launched yet. Crypto 360, Wealth Generators, 4%. If there's anybody here that's part of one of our teams that is a founding member of Crypto 360, could you send me a little note and let me know that? Okay, could you let me know? Send me a private message on Facebook or send me an email. Just say, hey, Miles, yeah, maybe you didn't know, but I'm a founding member. I don't think there might be one person, but if you are a founding member, let me know. So with that said, folks, what Vic is going to be introducing to our entire online space, the entire world. Guys, I'm telling you, there are some great platforms out there, and I really respect them. I'm not part of them, but I respect them. But what Vic is going to be launching with this Crypto 360 network, I'm telling you guys, I love it. And I've already told Vic, I told him to his face via Skype. Um, I'm excited because he's going back to his roots. I will give you guys a little heads up. Do you remember Big Idea Mastermind? Sure you do. It was great. It was great. A lot of people made a lot of money. Some of you were in it. Maybe you did kind of okay, and it is what it is. Big Idea Mastermind was incredible. It was great, even though he didn't finish it. Yeah, I still joke with him to this day. There was a 30-day training. I think he got up to day 15, but that really wasn't. See, guys, you got to know the backstory. It really wasn't Vic. Changes happen with Empower Network, and some of you know the story. So if you're like, oh, well, Vic didn't finish Big Idea Mastermind, there was a reason for it. But check this out. Even though he didn't finish the thing, it still took the industry by storm. Well, the reason why I'm mentioning that, because the way he's got Crypto 360 set up, the way the back office is designed, it's similar to Big Idea Mastermind, but better, 10 times better. And it's done. Okay. So, because I've been saying to myself, man, I wish Vic would create something like he did with Big Idea Mastermind. Like, I wish he would do something like that, and he has. So it's exciting, guys. Listen, there will be 4 income streams as part of Crypto 360. And the delay, guys, is the last income stream that we're at. Listen, guys, these income streams is going to put money in your pocket. I'll say it again. These income streams, part of the Crypto 360 network, will put money in your pocket. The last income stream that Vic, I'm saying we, but Vic is adding, okay, he's already added it, okay. However, we're trying to decide, he's trying to decide on exactly what platform he wants to bring into Crypto 360 so we can complete that 4th MSI or 4th stream of income. Everything's all done, but he just needs to tie up that one last little detail. So in case you folks are wondering, and again, if you're a founding member, you know this. In case you're wondering, I should have my link right after after Thanksgiving. Like the beginning of sometime next week, I will definitely have my link. And the reason why I know that, guys, I can share that with you. Okay, the reason why I know that is because Vic and I and 1 or 2 other people, not going to mention any names right now, but Vic and I and 1 or 2 other people, we're going to have a meeting next week. We're going to have a private meeting. We will be on Skype. Okay. Again, this is just a private meeting with me, Vic, and 1 or 2 other people, owners of some other company. And at that point, Vic's going to make a decision who he wants to use to complete that 4th income stream. And I'm telling you guys, Crypto 360 will be done. Everything else is done, ready to go. I can't say enough about it, guys. Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. If you are not or don't plan on becoming a member of Crypto 360, at least create a free account. I don't know what you will be. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop there. I'll stop there because sometimes I feel like I'm just preaching. I'll stop there. Here's what I will say. I recommend that you become a member of Crypto 360. Pre-register. Again, there's a button below my video right here. I know probably 99% of you have pre-registered, because if you don't do it now, guess what? When we launch, we're doing, and the way we're going to be marketing, okay, and if you can, because you won't have access to the back office unless you're a member, but you'll probably see screenshots floating around. Guess what? I won't have to say anything, because at that point, when we launch, pre-launch, okay, you will become a member on your own without me saying anything. I'm just telling you to pre-register now. But trust me, you will not sit by. I don't care what you're promoting. You will not sit by and let the Crypto 360 opportunity pass you by. And when you see what we're all doing, you won't. So if you're not like, well, I don't know, Miles, you'll join later. And not only that, the last thing I will tell you, this is the last thing. The team that I'm building around it, the team that I'm building around Crypto 360, I'm gonna make a what's the word I'm looking for? A declamation or reclamation. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to make a statement right now. So it will be on video. Okay. To all you people that snuck in here or watching, our team, Mastermind team, M3L, our team within the Crypto 360 network will be the #1 team. Why? Because I'm a competitive guy. I like to have fun. And the more competitive we are by being #1, that will translate into a lot of money for all of us. Can I say it any more raw than that? We will be the #1 team. Listen, if you're also a founding member of Crypto 360, hey, more power to you. It's all good, all well and good fun. Competition is good fun. You know, I'm sure if you're a founding member, you're building your own team, great. But I'm telling you right now, okay. And are you up for a challenge? I know I am. We, M3L, Crypto Mastermind team, and there will be thousands of people within Crypto 360. We will be the #1 team, period. The #1 team. So with that said, folks, I got to let you go because I know some of you have to jump on the presentation at 10 o'clock. So we got about 20 minutes. I'm going to jump on that presentation at 10 o'clock too. But folks, again, I'm telling you something. That's what it's all about when it comes to business or comes to anything. Right place, right time. Right place, right time. If you are on this hangout right now listening to me, you are in the right place at the right time. Hands down. Right place, right time. So with that said, folks, I want to wish each and every one of you, again, I've already did, but I want to wish each and every one of you, if you are celebrating Thanksgiving, I want to wish each and every one of you an amazing Thanksgiving Day holiday. Thanksgiving, I will not be online. I probably will not even check Facebook. An actual, believe it or not, I'm going to take an actual day off and just enjoy my family, you know, have some food, and then just do nothing. And I'll be back online Friday morning. And I recommend you do the same. Give it a break, guys. I work 24/7, so consider it work. So I'm cheating. I don't really consider it work. Let me just check. When I look like I saw a question here, maybe I could just answer real quick. But we're done, guys. If you have to go, if you got to go, team, that's fine. We are actually done. Richard had a question. Is Vic considering adding WG? Richard, my friend, you're going to get me in trouble. We're looking, possibly. I'll say it that way, possibly. Okay, so that's all I'll say for now. Possibly. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, and Vic will have some major announcements tomorrow for all of you fan members. Yeah, a lot of people said, "Oh, Vic didn't do this. He's not." He's coming through, folks. All things happen in good time. If you're a fan member, you need to be on. Vic will be hosting something. I'm not sure what time. You'll probably get an email. You need to be there. But folks, I'm gonna say it one last time. Those of you that are, and guys, I'm not picking on you. I'm telling you I'm telling you to help you to put more money in your pocket. Those of you that are part of some other cryptocurrency platform, fantastic, great. Okay, but what I'm telling you is, if I were you, okay, I would also become a member of Crypto 360 because there's some good stuff out there, guys. Yeah, there's other good stuff out there, but I'm sorry to tell you, Vic is a master marketer, and you should know it's never the thing. It's never the thing. Even if the thing is good, great products, but from a marketing standpoint, it's never the thing, team. It's how you promote the thing. And Vic is a master promoter. So the smart people will just follow his lead. I know I'm going to. I know I'm going to. Hey, Charles, I can't, we don't really have time to go over that right now. So, it's something I can save for another hangout, or if I know you sent me an email. So if what you're asking there is in your email, I'll certainly address it then. Okay. Because we're actually out of time, Charles. All right, guys, have a great holiday. Again, I will definitely need to get some rest on Thursday, because I'm just so fired up at what's coming. And then, like I said, Vic and I, we have a private meeting next week, which I'm really fired up about. And it's just good, guys. I mean, to me, seriously, team, to me, I'm so happy to know that I'm past the money. You guys will get there. You will. But to know that I'm past the money, like, to me, this is like a game. I'm not focusing on the money at all. You know what money I'm focusing on? I'm focusing on helping you guys make money. I'm focusing on your money, not taking your money, but helping you make it. Because it's like Sonia and I, we're past that. So it's like my mind is free. I can be creative. I'm not worried about bills. I mean, I don't worry about paying a mortgage. I don't worry about none of that stuff. It's like whatever. It's like, we need to go on a trip or plane tickets. I just give Sonia the credit card, the business credit card. Sweetheart, take care of this. All of you will be there. But again, it's just a blessing, team. It's just a blessing. All right, guys, have a great rest of the week. Have a great holiday. And I'll look forward to seeing you folks right back here. We're here every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock U.S. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys then. And I will also see you folks at the top. Take care, team.